Trolls are back today, and we are playing some Warhammer Fantasy 8th Edition. Today we're going to have 3,000 points of the Orcs against the Warriors of Chaos. Looks like the Warriors of Chaos are trying to capture an Orc idol, and the boys aren't having that. So here's a look at our table. Just some rocky kind of troll country looking terrain, just some trees and some rocks. Nothing much. We're going to be playing a battle line game. Again, 3,000 points. So we will take you guys over to the armies. Okay, here's 3,000 points of Orcs. Leading the army, we are going to have a Black Orc War Boss. We're going to have a Great Shaman. Then we're going to have a Black Orc BSB. We're going to have a level 2 Shaman. And then we're going to have a Black Orc Big Boss on a boar. For core, we're going to have a unit of 50 boys with hand weapon and shield. We're going to have a unit of 50 biggins with spears. 2 units of Goblin Wolf Riders for chaff. In special, we're going to have a unit of 30 Black Orcs. We're going to have 3 Spear Chuckas, a unit of 12 Trolls, and 2 Boar Chariots. In rare, we're going to have 2 Squig Hoppers, or not Squig Hoppers, Mangler Squigs. And we're going to have a Doom Diver and a Rock Lava. So that there is 3,000 points. Our Shamans rolled up. The level 4 got Gaze of Mork, Brainbuster, Foot, and Hand of Gork. And then the level 2 got Gaze of Mork and Here We Go. So we are all set to take on the Warriors. Let's go see what Chaos is bringing. Okay, what do the Chaos Warriors have for 3,000 points?
Got 2 units of 20 Chaos Warriors, 20 Nurgle Warriors, 10 Knights, 15 Marauders.
And we have a house rule that the Marauders can take bows as an option, so those guys all have bows.
Chaos Giant, 3... these ones are Skull Crushers, right?
Yeah, Crushers.
And a Chimera, 3 Exalted Heroes. One has the Mark of Nurgle, another's the Battle Standard Bearer, and this guy just has Scaly Skin. A Chaos Sorcerer, Lord with level 4, and a Chaos Lord with the Ruby Ring of Ruin.
Okay. And what's the Chaos Lord armed with?
A Halberd and a Shield.
Nice. All right, and what spells did the level 4 get?
Fireball, Piercing Bolts of Burning, Fulminating Flame Cage, and Flame Storm.
All right, so that is 3,000 points of Chaos. We will go ahead and get deployed and show you guys how things are looking after deployment. Here we are all deployed for battle line. Over here on the Orc side, we have the Goblin Wolf Riders that vanguarded up to there, hopefully to distract those Skull Crushers. Got a Boar Chariot. Here are the Black Orcs, the level 2 Shaman, the Biggins with the BSB, one of the Mangler Squigs, Rock Lava, the Great Shaman sitting up on the rock. We have a Spear Chukka back here, unit of 50 boys with the War Boss. We have the Doom Diver, another Spear Chukka. We have the Trolls with the Black Orc boss with the on the boar. Another Mangler Squig. Another unit of Goblins vanguarded up to there. Don't know what I'm going to do about that Chimera. Another Spear Chukka and the other Chariot. Over on the Chaos side, we have Chimera, Warriors. Anybody in that unit of Warriors?
Got a hero.
Okay. And then Knights, Giant, Marauders, then the other unit of regular Warriors with
Battle Standard and the Lord.
the Lord, Nurgle Warriors, and Skull Crushers. Where's the Wizard Lord?
He's with the archers.
Ah, gotcha. Cool, cool, cool. So there we are. We are all deployed. Chaos has one first turn, so we'll see what they can do, and we will bring you guys back after Chaos turn 1. Anything you want to say about your strategy before we get started?
I think we'll just try to meet you in the fields, and hopefully this unit here can do some stuff with magic and shooting, and hopefully the chimera can cause some destruction behind enemy lines.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do about the Chimera. I think I want to get either hammer the knights with artillery, where they won't get much of an armor save, or get the trolls into them, where they can just vomit on them. And then I don't want anything to do with those Nurgle warriors in the rest of my units, so I'm going to let my biggins in bus formation take care of them. And then hopefully my Black Orcs can pull off something amazing over here on the flanks. So that's what I'm thinking. And then the Mangler Squigs, they're just anybody's guess. They are either a hit or miss. All right, so that's our plans. So we'll see you guys after Chaos Turn 1, and we'll see if any of those plans come to fruition. End of Chaos Turn 1, and things are churning along. The Skull Crushers moved up to there. Rest of the Chaos line moved up. As we see, the Chimera came out to here to challenge the Wolf Riders, so they're going to get out of town there. Now I have to debate as to whether or not I'm going to charge that thing with a Boar Chariot, so we'll see how that goes. In the magic phase, got a piercing bolts off on my big uns and took out 6 boys, so the Chaos have drawn first blood, and that was about it for first turn. So all in all, it could have been a lot worse, but this is where it sits, and we'll see how the Orcs respond, and we'll catch you guys back up after Orc turn 1. All right, end of Orcs turn 1, and it could have gone better, but not too bad. Over here, the Goblin Wolf Riders failed their animosity test, and they just squabbled. The Chariot charged the Chimera. Each side did 3 wounds to each other, but the Orcs won because of a charge, and the Chimera broke. We couldn't quite catch him, but he is fleeing. Over here, Trolls passed stupidity and moved up. Boys failed animosity, but the war boss was able to restore order, taking out 1 boy. This spear chucker missed. This one misfired and did a wound to itself. The Doom Diver ended up taking out 3 Chaos Knights, so I was quite pleased with that. This spear chucker misfired, but just can't shoot this turn. The Stone Thrower misfired, but just can't shoot this turn. Magic was a fizzle. Nothing happened there. Over on this side, these units both moved up. That is a normal wood there that the Black Orcs are in. The other unit of Wolf Riders failed their animosity test and got Wolf Shoem, so they ended up having to charge the Skull Crushers, and we all know how that went. So then the Skull Crushers overran to there and are now looking at 2 of my units within charge range as we head into Chaos turn 2. So that is where things sit. Not terrible, but not great either. So we will see you guys after Chaos turn 2. End of Chaos turn 2, and this is how things sit. The Chimera continued to run over there. These warriors attempted to charge my Wolf Riders, but they decided to flee instead. The Giant and the Knights just moved up. The Marauder Archers stayed put, and they took a wound off this Mangler Squig with their bows. The Lord also took a wound off the Mangler Squig with his ruby ring. That was about it for Chaos Magic this turn. Over here, these Juggernauts charged my Boar Chariot because they were frenzied. They beat the chariot in combat, ran it down, and then smacked into the flank of the Black Orcs. So that's, just wonderful. This whole flank's going to crumble because of those Wolf Riders failing their animosity test. But that's why you play Orcs, because you never know what's going to happen. So that is about it. That is where things sit. There weren't any other combats this turn, were there?
No.
No. Okay. All right. So we're going over to Orcs turn 2, and we'll see if Gork is with us. Okay. End of Orc turn 2, and Gork giveth and Mork taketh away. So over here, the Wolf Riders rallied. The Mangler Squig hopped through this unit and took out 3 Chaos Warriors. The Trolls charged the Chaos Knights. The Chaos Knights did 2 wounds, but then the Trolls vomited on them, killed 5 of them, and ran down the other Knights. So the Trolls are looking pretty good over there. Here, the War Boss's unit is just holding tight in the center. Over here, this Mangler Squig jumped through that regular unit of Chaos Warriors, but only killed 1. Magic was a bit of a fizzle. The Biggins charged into the Nurgle Warriors and hit a wall. We thought we were going to do much better there, but in return, the Nurgle Warriors killed 2 of the Orcs and won the combat, but the Biggins decided to stay. Over here, as I feared, the Blood Crushers hit into the side of the Black Orcs, won the combat. The Black Orcs broke. They failed their steadfast leadership by 1. And then fled, and the Crushers ran them down. And we couldn't even get a wound on a Crusher from dangerous terrain. So that's lovely. So far those Crushers have killed a unit of Wolf Riders, a Chariot, and a unit of Black Orcs. They are just doing amazing this game. So that's it. This is where it stands at the end of Orc turn 2. We're getting ready to go on to Chaos turn 3. So this flank looking pretty good. This flank, not so much. All right, we'll check in with you guys after Chaos turn 3. All right, end of Chaos turn 3. The Chimera is still on the table somehow, but has not rallied. Over here, the Warriors made a long bomb charge and came into the flank of these Orcs. The Giant came into the front. We managed to survive this combat only because we were steadfast. And over here, the Skull Crushers charged into my Rock Lava, killed them, and then overran into my Shaman. Fun. And then over here, the Chaos Lord and his unit managed to make a flank charge into the Biggins, and they did quite a lot of damage. They won that combat, but again, we are still holding because we are steadfast. I don't think we're going to be able to hold out in that combat too long. In this combat with my War Bosses in this unit, we did do 2 wounds to the Giant last turn, so I think we can turn that one around. So I wouldn't say it's out of the realm of possibility that the Orcs could come back on this one, but it is looking really grim. So we will go on to Orcs turn 3 and see how we can do, and we'll catch you guys up. All right, this is how things sit at the end of Orcs turn 3. Our Mangler Squig bounced to over there. He was threatening the Chimera, but didn't quite reach him. The Bolt Thrower over here shot the Chimera in the back, as goblins are prone to do, and took him out. Over here, the Trolls passed their stupidity test with the Black Orc Big Boss there, and reformed and headed that way. The Wolf Riders moved out to over there. The Wolf Riders killed 1 Marauder with a bow. The Shaman over here killed 4 more with a Gaze of Gork. Over here, the Chariot that had 1 wound left charged these guys in the back, killed 2 Chaos Warriors, but then the Warriors took him out. The Warriors and the Giant between the jump up and down and thunder stomps really pounded on this unit. The only reason they held around is because they were steadfast, because I think they were losing in the double digits there. Over here, as expected, these guys marched through the shaman and then overran into the bolt thrower. These guys are definitely just pounding away over here. And then what has pretty much broken the back of the orcs is the Nurgle warriors and the Lord's unit ended up crushing the big uns and ran them down. And we are going to call the game there because I think even if I can get those trolls into combat, eventually these skull crushers are going to get into this combat. And I don't think I can get the trolls over here to do anything about it. So at best, I think the trolls could take out that unit and then get into combat with them, but it's not going to be enough if I lose my war boss in this big unit. So we're going to call this one a chaos victory. It was a quick game, but it was a lot of fun. I always enjoy seeing the orcs on the table and all the orc craziness, but I really think what really decided this game was those wolf riders failing that animosity test and then giving those skull crushers that early charge that just let them turn the rest of this flank into a speed bump. What do you think?
Yeah, the skull crushers are definitely on my men of the match. Like I'd say the bigger turning point was them just unexpectedly breaking those black orcs.
Yeah, that the Black Orcs failing that steadfast leadership test by one, that hurt. That hurt a lot. But that's why we roll the dice, because you never know what's going to happen. I would say my man of the match is probably going to be the trolls. I love the trolls. They're always fun. They took out a unit of Chaos Knights, so I'm happy with that. I would have liked to have seen my Black Orcs do a little bit better, but they'll get them next time. So looks like the Chaos Warriors are going to take the Orc totem and probably do horrible things with it. So the Orcs will have to have a rematch and try and take it back from them. But thank you all for watching. This is our first fantasy game of 2025, and not sure what we're going to be playing next time. We have been really excited about Flames of War and Clash of Steel, so we may get some into that, or maybe some 40k. Our work on Thanksgiving and Flames of War has slowed down my painting on the Skaven, but I will be getting back to them in the new year. They are almost ready to be fully painted. So hopefully we'll see them on the table fully painted soon. Anything else you want to add?
I think I might be good.
All right. Well, thanks for watching and Happy New Year, everyone.